This is the UK's cheapest Volkswagen Golf GTI. It's got 308,000 miles, no MOT, and a lot of rust. Hello everyone, my name's Kamenng, and this is Gigi. In this episode, we'll be fixing the exhaust leak. Fixing the exhaust leak should take off 2 of the MOT failures from last time. And for those of you who don't know what an MOT is an annual maintenance check to make sure that your car is still roadworthy. In a way, an MOT check is kind of similar to the sport of golf, as in, you don't want any points. But, unfortunately for me, I've got 14 points, and 8 of them need to be repaired before it's road legal. But today, hopefully I'll be getting rid of this one, and this one. First, we need to jack up the car though, so let's get to it. So far, I've only told you guys what I'm fixing, but I haven't told you guys how I'm fixing it. It should really be as simple as 3 steps. Starting the car and finding leaks, using exhaust paste and plugging the leaks, and finally, once it's dried, checking if I've missed any leaks. It's not Scotland if it doesn't rain when you work on your car. I also can't find the spray bottle, so before I get under the car, I might pop to the shops, buy myself a spray bottle from B&M or something. Some exciting news is that my dad got a welder for Christmas. I might mess around with it, learn how to weld up my car, weld the sill, floor pan, and there's a little patch in the back of the boot, which I do think is letting in all the moisture. Okay, no need to go to the shops. My dad came in clutch and found myself a spray bottle. It's an old Dettol one, but he's repurposed it for soapy water. So now let's get the car started. So as you saw, the car didn't even crank over. Good thing is I got a booster pack for Christmas, so first time using it. So as you hear, there's definitely an exhaust leak. So let's get our soapy water, let's get a torch so that we can see, and let's start spraying. And for those of you who don't know what soapy water does, think of it as blowing into a straw into soapy water. Where your breath comes out of the straw, or the exhaust gases come out of the exhaust, it's going to make bubbles. And that's where your exhaust leak is. It was a wee bit of a tight squeeze under there. Probably should have jacked the car up like a little bit more. I'm really impressed with the booster pack because I've never seen a car battery be charged up that quickly. And it even had a little voltage reading there, and it told me that it was on 14.2. So that's pretty incredible. So you see, we found our main culprit for the giant exhaust leak, and we will get that sorted using, where'd it go? Using Gun Gum by Holtz. I don't know how it works, never used it before, but hopefully it works out alright. I gotta unscrew these. What's this called? I have to move this thing over here and then put the paste all over and then tighten it back up. So now I've got to put the paste over here. Oh, as we see, I've put on gloves. I gotta put on some gum. Now that it's all applied, we just have to wait for it to dry.
I don't know, there's just not very much space down here to like look around, but I think I kind of got it.
We have, I want to say, successfully used the gum on the exhaust. Well, I'm gonna wait for it to set. It's a pretty cold day, so gonna wait maybe an hour, have some food, come back to it, start the car, and we will see if it sounds awful or not. So let's set a timer and go get some food. It is absolutely pitch black right now, so we will return to it in the morning. So it's been over 20 hours, I think. It's like 1:30, almost 2 now. So I reckon the exhaust paste should be dry and cured now. Today I'm dressed especially well in a boiler suit. My lovely girlfriend got it for me for Christmas. So I'm finally putting it to use because it's pretty damn dirty. It's a dirty job.
It's actually not fully dry. Yeah, turn on the car.
So the exhaust paste is not fully dry. I gave it a couple touches and it's a bit squidgy, but it does recommend that if you have if the engine is idling, then the heat from the exhaust will help bake it on. However, unfortunately, the car won't start, so we will be using the booster pack again. As we see, it's reading 13.8. And then it drained a bar already. I feel like this one is just insanely quick, and I could probably start it already.
We'll leave that running for a little bit. That will just bake itself on using the heat of the exhaust.
So after we leave that running for a little bit, go ahead, get under the car again, and I'll spray it with some soapy water again. So the car's been running for maybe 5 minutes. I'm gonna go under again and give it a check. Still wet. We'll let it run for a little bit more. The time is currently 1:56. We will return to it in another 5 minutes, and we'll just keep on poking until it's hard. It's 2:04, so I shall get underneath the car again and give it some pokes. So it's definitely getting harder, but it's still not fully solidified. So I don't know what to do apart from just waiting. I decided to use my time to give the garage a little bit of a tidy, and I told Cora that she could give the car a couple revs to help heat up the exhaust. So since I'm silly, I didn't check the whole exhaust system for leaks. Or I did. But I just maybe didn't find it, which means I need to use more gun gum. I somehow missed this leak when I was checking it the first time, so now I have to apply more gun gum. Cora's going slightly insane. I don't know if it's breathing in all the exhaust gases or just pure boredom. So now that the exhaust is pretty much fixed, I'm gonna go and retighten all the exhaust clamps. I think that should be tight enough. You know, hopefully they work together.
Looks like a pretty good job to me.
So there we have it. We have fixed my exhaust, and that's one more thing off of the MOT. So I'm gonna take that off. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And if you have any advice or anything you want to say, just comment it down below.